I don't want to get in the water with a bunch of ice surrounding me like that. Some of these boats are quiet. I didn't even hear his engine. It's just a little tiny boat. Everybody, like I said, it's all about your comfort level. You know, out here it's just, once you get used to everything and you're comfortable, the waves really, like I said, it's just up and over. I mean, the only time they're really gonna break over is if you're in breaking water. And while the waves are pretty decent and it is what most people would consider pretty choppy, it ain't all that bad. And it's a function of going forward. Actually, when you're sitting still in these waves, the waves are even less of a nuisance. I mean, nothing, like I said, is breaking. But it's when you're sitting still, it's really not that bad. It's when you start moving forward or backwards or you turning that it feels like the waves are actually a lot bigger. But when you're sitting, you just tend to kind of go up and over them. Definitely makes for a wonderful time. And my left eye's getting a little bit of watery from the wind a little bit, like I was mentioning before. Beautiful day. I may stay out a little while longer and just eat a late lunch. What's really interesting when I'm out here in weather like this is the wave dynamics. You know, what the waves are actually doing. I've got the big waves that you'll see me going over, but between the big waves are smaller waves which will be in different directions it's more disturbed. So it's kind of neat watching how because I'll go over a big wave and then all of a sudden something will come from the side, or like I mentioned in one of my other videos, the boat has to be able to do a lot of this going back and forth, and I just use my hips to kind of go along with that. My feet are starting to warm up just a little bit. Out of everything on my body, the coldest things is always my freaking toes and the ball of my foot. Because the shoes, I have these special socks on as well, but they fill with water and my feet just don't warm up enough to warm up with the amount of water being held inside the shoe. So yeah, your feet get a little bit cold. Actually, my left one's a little bit colder than the right one right now. Must have a commercial fisherman out there to see something black. It looks like a boat. Looks like those waves are a bit bigger with the further out you go. Again, you all can do this too. I'm nothing special. I'm just a person. And if I can teach myself to come out here and be safe, then you guys can go out and definitely, go through the metro parks or whoever gives lessons. There's different people out there. 41 Degrees North, I think, is the name of one place. That's over in Rocky River. So I do know, and they're pretty reputable from what I've read and stuff. I've never met the people in person, but I do know that they have certified instructors. Again, that's 41 Degrees North, and they're somewhere in that Rocky River off the river. But again, I can only tell you what I've read and what I've heard about them, and I heard good things, so I would check them. I'm willing to work with people, but before I would ever bring you into water like this, I would have to see that you can, manage and understand the environment you're in. It is gorgeous out here. back's starting to hurt a little bit, so I may be going in soon. I would like to sit in a few more big ones though, so once I get up here I'll turn around. Little back relief for a minute.